Oh, God, what I look
There you
like.
go.
Holy
Hey,
shit.
everybody. We are back at the 2025 Turtleback Mountain Golf and Resort New Mexico Open. And wow, what excitement. We just got to see, well, you all got to see a Nota Begay interview along with a few other folks. You got to see him tee off. Matt Every is playing amazingly. And I don't have it right in front of me, but Austin, who is it that is currently like 11 or 12 under? Okay. Aha. So there's AJ. You can see on the lower left corner of your screen, you can see the scores as they're being sent to us live. So 74, 72. Let's let that wrap around again and look at the unders. At the unders. Let's see. Yeah, this is so let's, why don't we do this? Let me introduce you to my guests and a great sponsor and friend of ours, Goodwin Recruiting. We have Andy Decker on the side. Andy is the Chief Executive Officer of Goodwin Recruiting, and Mitch Marron, who's a senior recruiter. Guys, how about this?
How you doing?
You know, it's great. I'm so glad you could sponsor and be here.
Yeah, it's been a great couple days.
Yeah,
Really
and you guys
enjoying-
got here early too, so you got a chance to scope things out a little bit.
We did. We played a practice round, which we needed. And
I think we needed one more.
you didn't after your putting exhibition.
There we go.
And yesterday we went and had a ball, and it's been great to be out here.
You know, it's fun. You know, we were out here obviously before the sun came up this morning, and we saw, like at twilight, a bunch of pros out here putting over at the driving range, over at the chipping range. A lot of action happening. And, you know, everybody's good. Yesterday, it's the Pro-Am. It's fun. This morning, these guys were locked in.
Yeah, we actually noticed yesterday towards the end of the day as we were leaving, they were locked in last night too. The putting green was packed. You saw people over at the driving range. The pro we played with, who was a fantastic guy, he went back out and played another round afterwards.
Of course he did.
Just to start getting locked in.
Yeah, that's super cool. You know, when we were talking with Matt Every earlier this morning, he said, you know, I'm here, have fun. I'm a competitor. I want to win. He goes, but you know what? Got to loosen it up a little bit, knock the rust off a little bit. So the excitement, the talk amongst PGA Tour players, PGA of America Tour players, Korn Ferry Tour players, and golf pros from 11 states and even from the UK. The buzz is happening. And I think well, let me ask you guys, why do you think it's happening?
Well, we got involved with Turtleback Mountain and James and David 3 years ago.
Yeah.
When they had reached out to me about a need for a general manager. And so after putting me through the ringer, as only they can for about 4 or 5 different interviews, they engaged us to find a GM. And I think what's most exciting now, having put a name with the face and being out here, the project is immense. And I think James shared with me 51 million square feet of property that are going to be developed over the next 3 years. I think it's particularly exciting. For us, you know, we've been very lucky. We had great success in bringing in the opening general manager, and we actually have 7 searches.
I was going to say, you stole my thunder. No, I'm kidding. I was going to say, you know, to put on an endeavor like this, you really do need to have experienced, seasoned, very good people. And it's not
And
easy.
by the way, we are that.
You are that.
Oh, yeah.
And really good looking. So, but I think it's hard to find. You know, people talk about, you know, finding jobs. I need a headhunter. I need a recruiter. I need an executive search person. But it's not just a person. You need somebody that truly is an expert.
We formed a bond very early after Jess Thorpe, who was the opening GM, was hired. We established a bond, and we've been fortunate enough to place the current executive chef, the current superintendent, the current controller, the current food and beverage manager, relationship-based. And meeting James and David for the first time was, I mean, it was just fantastic. It's like I hadn't seen my brother in years.
Yeah.
And as long as the New Mexico Open is going to be here at Turtleback Mountain Golf and Resort, Goodwin Recruiting is going to be here as well.
Well, I think they're going to need you guys a lot. This is the first time that a PGA of America sectional tournament has ever done, actually, any section has done a live stream broadcast of the tournament. And so we're trying to fill it in not only with golf, but with other things that are happening around it.
The alignment between the organizations, right? Goodwin Recruiting, 26 years ago, founded by a gentleman named Eric Goodwin. Hospitality focused way, it's world-class customer services weaved into our DNA.
Yeah.
And to partner with them with the same ideology and wanting to be the very best, for Mitch and for his partner that he works with, Simon, with these gentlemen. It's just been a fantastic partnership for us. And we're happy to be here. One, to just see it and participate, but really come to understand and see the vision that they're carrying out and see that alignment that we have as organizations. It's been a fantastic couple of days for us.
We were chatting a little bit at lunch about people who get calls frequently from recruiters, headhunters, whatever you want to call them. How does one differentiate from one agency to another?
I think it's people. I think it's relationships. And there are plenty of them that do it. I think the differentiator, and I'm kind of unique because I was placed twice by Goodwin in my career. So
They placed you.
They placed me.
Okay.
And so I've had the opportunity to be on both sides of the ball. And the differentiator is the time that we spend with a candidate. We are not pushing resumes. We want to get to know the candidate. We want to get to know the client. And it was very evident with Turtleback Mountain Golf and Resort. They shared their vision and what they needed initially from a GM. And so we were able to carry that through and find the absolute perfect guy in Jess Thorpe to lead the property. Now, with Jess retired, now we have J.C. Wright, who, as James calls him, he's the beast.
The guy's an animal.
And he's been here 45 days and has already had that kind of impact. And part of that is because we vet them. We make sure they are who they are as people. Because we're going to put them in front of our client, which is our most prized asset.
Sure.
We want to make sure that they are who they say they are. And JC impressed from the jump. And now to meet him and to see him, he's all over the place. He's doing things that a lot of GMs don't do.
Yeah.
Right.
And again, it's because we got to know him. And we do that with all of our candidates, all of our clients, with 370 recruiters that are nationwide throughout the U.S., with 370 offices.
Goodwin Recruiting. We have to make sure that we say that.
Yeah, and as to Mitch's point, we placed him twice because he comes from this industry.
Yeah.
He spent many years, a fantastic career, being on the other side,
Sure.
doing the job that he's helping people hire for. And one of the reasons, we've been very fortunate. As I said, Eric, when he founded the company, he just world-class customer service was his focus.
Yeah.
And, Forbes were inside the top 20 for best professional recruiting firms, Inc.'s best places to work. And those awards are nice, but what they say is when you ask a jury of our peers and you ask clients and candidates, like, those are the people to work with. They take my career very seriously, match me with the right next step, and not just trying to get me a job, right?
Eric, realized a couple, through the last couple of years that we need a little oomph. And so they conducted a national search, and this is who we ended up with, Mr. Long Putt. And we gave him that nickname. And so he has come in and shared his vision, which was really synonymous with where Eric wanted to drive the company. And it has been eye-opening. It has been exciting to see the different things that we're all learning as a result of Andy's prowess and know-how in his 20 years in the staffing business.
Wow.
Well, and they've been giving me a little bit of a hard time. I won the longest putt contest, but I told them the way you do that is you just shoot way away from the pins. That's the key to, these guys didn't have a chance. They were too close.
Well, there's some holes here that are tricky, right? You get a convex hole.
Yeah.
or a convex green, and then it's slightly tilted. And you're going, wait, where the hell do I shoot this ball? Right?
Well, you know, it's great, even because we're tilted.
It looks straight. It seemed like a
Well,
straight
that's,
gun.
that's we're hitting like this. But, to finish
We used to call that twisted.
we do too, but this is G-rated.
Oh, yeah, right. Perfect.
So we'll
Perfect.
just keep it at that, shall we now?
Love
Pat?
it, love
Okay,
it,
great.
love it.
We're as long as the tournament's going to be here, Goodwin's going to be here. Goodwin's going to have a presence, because this is special. And now, having been here 8 years, having been placed twice, I've been around the company now 15 years. There's no other place I'd rather be. And anybody who needs assistance, staffing, they want to join us, I'd love to talk to you. We have members of our team who would love to engage and share with you the excitement and really the genuine love that we have for Goodwin Recruiting. And I am very thankful to Eric for giving me a spot here 8 years ago, and to be working with my partner, Simon DeSwan, who we did something that nobody else has done. We joined forces
Yeah.
5 years ago, and that's been nothing short of incredible. And we're thrilled to be a part of this.
Got to keep this guy around, just as you're like a boxer has the team that's going, you're awesome, you're the best. This is the guy.
Absolutely.
This is the guy.
That's why we've been so nice to him all weekend. We haven't given him a hard time once.
So what you
I
guys?
think his nose is growing, if you really want to know the truth.
When you guys were out playing, what did you find the most difficult thing on the course?
Playing with them.
You knew that was coming,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Thank you for the softball.
Yeah.
Great golf course. I've been in the golf business the majority of my adult life, both as a player and more so not as a player.
Hang on, I
but as
just
a
want to say to
manager.
Andy, he said adult, but you and I know that he meant grown up.
Grown up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
good.
Fair enough. No, we've got a new team member that has joined on the Pile-On Mitch Marron team. Welcome.
Perfect,
We'll
thanks.
get you a
Yeah,
hat
yeah.
next year.
I'll be happy to just slip out of here and let you two get on together. I think the golf course, it's a great layout. It's a great test of golf. Thomas, the superintendent, has this place in absolutely
Wow.
fabulous condition. And you got to know how to play. You got to be able to golf your ball. If you do, the greens are big enough that these guys, and obviously Ryan's shooting 64 today.
Yeah.
If you get it going, you can make, the greens are perfect. You can make everything.
Make that
Well,
happen.
just a special shout out to James Prendamano, David Berman, the owners who've been incredibly gracious and good to me and to our team, to J.C. Wright, the general manager we placed 45 days ago, the impact that he's having, and just the whole attitude of the team and their willingness to deliver world-class service. It has been a lot of fun to witness, to watch, and to take place in it.
There's a really unique space with those two guys too. Is the vision is kind of unprecedented. They have a thing in their mind, and they go, okay, so this is going to happen. And it was kind of like this tournament. James saying, we'll have a big tournament here one day, and that was January.
Right.
And it's not one of those kind of if I wish kind of things. It's like we'll just do it. So,
Listen, they are movers, they are shakers, and they don't fool around.
Yeah.
And as James said to me just before Andy and I came on, he said, "You ain't seen nothing yet." And
That is
so,
true.
I believe him. And
Yeah.
that's why we can't wait to see the evolution over year 1 to year 2, year 2 to year 3. I think this is going to be nothing like what Sierra County has ever seen before.
Yeah, I think you're right. Let's check on some golf and see what's happening.
Let's see some golf.
Aha, they wrote us a note. No golf right now. Do 5 minutes with
That's
Goodwin
we're
and
doing
go
this
to
again.
commercial. All right, so we did the 5 minutes. How about if we go to the Goodwin commercial?
We appreciate that.
Let's do that.
At Turtleback Mountain Golf and Resort, life is about balance, world-class golf, breathtaking views, and experiences worth remembering. That same philosophy drives Goodwin Recruiting. We connect the right people with the right jobs, so businesses thrive and individuals can find careers that match their lifestyle. Whether it's building a team as exceptional as our fairways or finding a role that fits as perfectly as a sunset over the mountains, Goodwin Recruiting makes it all possible. Discover the freedom to succeed in business, life, and on the course. Goodwin Recruiting, where careers and lifestyles come together.